Hello, boys and girls. It's Queen Paintbrush, straight from Paintbrush Palace. I'm so happy to see you again. And Princess Paintbrush, my sister, Mrs. Richards, she ran out the door and she said, I know you want to see the kids and you've been so excited to see them. She said, could you teach for me because I've got to go run an errand? And I said, sure. I would love to teach for you again. I loved it last year when I got to pop into the classroom. I also loved it when I was at Book of Wing. What a fun day that was. So, and I'm going to be there again next year, so I can't wait to see you guys. That will be really, really fun. So, boys and girls, Mrs. Richards wanted me to tell you she misses you so much, and she showed me some of your uploads of your artwork. Wow, it's just fabulous, and I can't believe I love the pictures and the little smiles, and it's just amazing. Love your artwork. So creative. You could come to Paintbrush Palace anytime and paint my walls. So boys and girls, Mrs. Richards put out a poll on Etsy, and she wanted you to, in that poll, vote on did you finish your 4 projects that you've done so far. And if you did, you were ready to move on, or some of you were not finished and you could use a little more time. And there were quite a few kids that wanted to use more time, to take a little more time. So she said, let's just do a book this week and we'll just throw a little project out there. And if you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't want to do it and don't have time to do it, that's fine. Even though I think you'll really have fun with it because it's going to be so fun. So boys and girls, I don't want you getting stressed out. There's no time limit. Oh, and by the way, Mrs. Richards had told you to keep your artwork in a folder, but since you're not coming back to school, you don't need to do that. You can just keep your artwork. And she did want to tell me to tell you that she'll figure out a way to get your artwork back to you, whether it's this year or next year, but she will figure out a way to get it back to you. So, boys and girls, I hope that you enjoy this book. This is one of my most favorite books in the whole world. So, here we go. Boop. And let's do it. And here it is, boys and girls, my favorite book. It's called Swatch, and I love this book. It is so amazing. In a place where colors ran wild, there lived a little girl who was wilder still. Her name was Swatch, and she was a color tamer. She was small, but she was not afraid. She could run with the wildest shades and train them to dance and do magic. How fun would that be? With a little patience, she learned to hunt the rare ones. Bravest Green shot up the first week of March. In Between Gray lived on her kitten's legs. Rumble Tumble Pink rolled through the sky on the heels of outgoing thunderstorms. When she called them by name, they would come to her because Swatch loved color, and color loved Swatch back. Oh, look at her hugging the color. Swatch had never thought of capturing a color until the day she lured Just Laid Blue straight from its nest and into a jam jar. Stay, Swatch said, and the color stayed. How beautiful it looked behind glass. You could use a friend, she said to Blue. So she caught one more, then another, and another. Oh, I love how she caught that green out of the stoplight. Soon Swatch's room was full to bursting. The colors circled restless in their jars. They were magnificent, but there was still one color left to catch. Oh, I bet it was yellow. Morning came, and there it was. Fast fading and fierce, the king of all yellows, blooming in the sidewalk crack in spite of the shadows. Swatch was ready. At last, yellow's yellow would be hers. Suddenly, she heard a small sound. "Ahem," said Yellow's Yellow. "What are you doing?" Swatch had never asked if a color wanted taming. Yellow, she asked politely, "Would you like to climb into this jar? You could sit on a shelf right next to Blue. You could make green together all day long if you wanted. I'll poke holes in the top and I'll feed you dinner." But Yellow, knowing that was no way to live, said, "Oh, no, thank you." And Swatch who could have scooped it up anyway, said, "Okay," given that small but kindly allowance. It grew and yawned and stretched and twirled. It bloomed and whirled and leaped and swirled, spreading, billowing, twisting, up, and up. It sprouted ears and pointy teeth. It was as big as a house. Roar! Went Yellowish Yellow. Swatch felt small. Her jar seemed silly. She had forgotten colors were wild. So she shut her eyes and prepared to be eaten. Oh, that's scary. Then Swatch heard something, sweet and warbling like a fleet of canaries. She smelled something warm and buttery, like breakfast. Then something switched against her knee, purring and soft and just like home. So she opened her eyes. She reached out her hand, and stretching from her tiptoe, she found she could indeed touch Yellow. "Hold on, Yellow," said, and it pulled her up. Up and up, high up over the rooftops, and called her colors by name. And they came to her. Look at that. All those colors following her. Together, they made a masterpiece. You know what I love the most is look at all of these swirls and curves. I love swirls and curves. So boys and girls, that's my favorite. One of my favorites. So boys and girls, I had this great idea that I wanted you to think of your favorite character, like in a book or a movie or a cartoon or wherever. Close your eyes right now and think of your favorite character. I've got mine. Buzz Lightyear. I love Buzz Lightyear. And now I want you to close your eyes and think of your favorite color. Got mine. Green. I love green. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your favorite character and try to draw that character big on your paper. You know how I love big. It needs to be big and huge on your paper. And then you have to do something really super cool with your favorite color. Oh, you can add more colors. But that color that's your favorite color needs to be the main color somewhere. So people know who your favorite character is and who your favorite color is. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this because I really enjoyed seeing you. Miss Richards will be back next week, Princess Paintbrush. And I hope you have a great, creative, use your imagination everywhere week. Bye, guys.